Hey y'all. Happy Monday. So hopefully I will be able to get this up and everything will go well because I've had nothing but technology issues over the weekend. That's okay though. The plan as you go from Sunday is uploading right now. And then when I get this up, while this is uploading, I'm going to go ahead and film because I have some stuff. So this is the project planner for those that are watching the coffee chat. It's not been shown yet, and it's being shown now. I've struggled with planning, as many of you know. I don't struggle very much with journaling unless I hit a creative block. It's usually brought on by anxiety or depression or some issue that I'm having. Because of the ADHD, I found that planning is really, really helpful to me with the ADHD brain. So I'm actually going to read you a little bit from some journaling that I did because something came up, and when it came up it hit me, and I debated over it about whether to do a coffee chat about it or not. Make sure I don't have lipstick anywhere it's not supposed to be. I've got contacts in. I'm putting on the reading glasses just to make sure that I can see well. I'm going to read you bits and pieces of a journal entry because I needed to sort of vent, and I think this is relevant. I know I'm not the only person that feels this way because this was prompted by a notification that I got on Facebook in a group, and I happened to read some of the comments. There were a few comments that really stood out to me, and they brought on some old stuff and some new thoughts about some of these issues. So these are dirty. Okay. So these are some of my thoughts from old stuff. One day I looked at my journals, the pages, my planners, and was hit with one of those infamous aha moments. I felt like an imposter, a fake. And that's when the overwhelm hit me, that materialism, the perfectionism, those other isms. I saw clearly how I'd not only almost copy some people's layout, other people's composition, and as much as I'd like to say that I at least had changed bits and pieces of it and made it my own, I realized I'd taken a hard look at some of my layouts and changed things, but it was not all at once. It was a gradual process. I had to learn how to. Does that make me a copycat? With all of this social media available to us through Instagram, through Facebook, through Pinterest, YouTube, and any other social media outlets that you may use, I wrote so much I had to go to multiple pages. And I did write this in here. This is the part that I had clipped. Pictures of beautiful pages from bullet journals, from planner pages, from journals, from layouts of monthly and weekly and daily pages. Oh my. To gorgeous spreads of future logs or trackers, to beautiful pages of watercolor or mixed media. And don't let me see all those amazing washi tapes out there or the stickers that I don't know how to use in a planner, or the other supplies like pens, watercolor, markers, acrylic, sprays, ink, stains, stencils, Cricuts, HB sprockets, or Canon selfies. Oh my. Oh, and don't let me forget about the traveler's notebooks, the folios, the filofaxes, the Hobonichis and their covers, the happy planners, the Erin Condren, and so many more that I don't all know the name of. What do those of us on a budget who can't afford all of the things, or who aren't artistically inclined, who have no idea of how to put stickers in a planner, or for those of us who are minimalist, or for those of us who are perfectionists, or who are overwhelmed by all of the choices? I don't have answers, but I have figured out a few things for myself that have helped me. First, I took a long, hard look at what I love about my very own stuff, what I like, what I don't like, what is not bringing me joy. Then I started making changes, and as you know, I've been steady making changes. Some of the changes I had to adjust, then readjust, and I'm sure I'll make even more changes. What we do, our lives, as well as our planners, our journals, will evolve and will need to evolve as we do. What hasn't changed is my love for all things stationary, art, writing, books, creativity, all of those things that I'm doing. My jam is to add art and words to things. I love the combination of art and words. But with all of the things that I'm doing, I also know I have needed at times to streamline things. As I've watched planner videos, checked out Pinterest and Instagram, inundated with views of perfect pages that are choreographed with perfect white space and perfect composition from journals and planners and bullet journals and journal pages and mixed media pages, from that to cups of coffee and food, all kinds of things we have pictures of. And in one way, all of that has made me want to chunk my unperfect pages, my unperfect journals and planners in the trash. And in another way, has made me want to change or improve to be perfect, and yet the other part of me says, no, you've learned your lessons and you learned them the hard way. Is that what I really want? What is the purpose of a planner? What is the purpose of a journal? What is the purpose of my planner system? What is the purpose of my journals? My planner's purpose, for me now, it's to help me get organized, to stay focused with my ADHD brain, to keep me from forgetting things like events and appointments, birthdays, anniversaries, bills, projects, and anything else that I need to be reminded of. My journal, well, my journal's just as important to me, but for different reasons. Reasons like helping me chronicle life events, memory keeping, helping me remember what happened and when, to chronicle a way to keep those things, those thoughts and feelings and hopes and dreams for future generations, for my kids, my grandkids, a nephew, a niece, some distant relative I have not met or may never meet. It's also to clear my mind because of more than one kind of journal. To remember the joys because that helps me get through the sad times. My journals not only capture my thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, but are a form of art, real life, photographs, memories, bits and pieces of my life and the lives of my loved ones. What my journals do for me is not only capture the breathings of my heart, the thunder of my mind, the wind on my face moments, and the sun in my soul, but it also captures the yearning of my spirit. And to be honest, there is no right way or wrong way to journal any of that. There's no right way or wrong way to chronicle or plan any of that. There is no appropriate book or journal or notebook or planner for any of that. It's only what I love. It's what resonates with me. Same as for you. So if anyone ever tells you that there is a right notebook or a right journal for something that you're doing, don't listen. The only right journal, the only right planner, the only right notebook, just like the only right pen or the only right watercolor or the only right markers are the ones that you like, the ones that you can afford, the ones that you want, the ones that you love. In certain communities, I have seen where people are pushing certain kinds of notebooks, certain kinds of planners, certain kinds of journals. And you know what? There's no right or wrong notebook. There's no right or wrong journal. There's no right or planner, anything. There's no right or wrong. There's only the one that you like. There's only the one that you love. There's only the one that you use. It doesn't matter. So the next time that you hear somebody say, oh, that's the wrong notebook to bullet journal in, or oh, that's the wrong planner to use, or oh, that's the wrong kind of paper, don't believe the hype, because that's exactly what it is. There's enough unrest in the world without there needing to be unrest in our creative community. And believe it or not, I have seen comments, I have seen notifications pop up and then read where somebody told somebody it was the wrong notebook. That's the wrong notebook. That's the wrong planner. That's the wrong pen. Now, yeah, there are certain kinds of pens that work better on certain kinds of paper. There are certain kinds of media. There are certain kinds of mediums that work better on certain kinds of paper. There are certain kinds of pens that don't work well on certain types of mediums. I found this out the hard way. So sometimes suggestions and advice come from the heart, and they're people who are trying to help you. But if you have somebody tell you that you are using the wrong damn journal for bullet journaling or the wrong damn planner for your planner, that's wrong. That's ridiculousness. It is ridiculous. It's like somebody saying, "Well, I don't like A5. That's not a good size." It's not a good size for them. I happen to love A5s. I happen to love B6s. I actually like the A6 for certain things, and I'm not a really small planner kind of person or a really small notebook kind of person because I write so big. But for certain things, for jotting down things or for drawing a little daily sketch, it's perfect for me. Perfect for me for a little bit of daily journaling or a little bit of a sketch here or there. Certain sizes are wrong for me for certain things. I have realized over the last, I don't know, year, 2 years, 6 months, that sometimes for certain things I do need the bigger size. Just like for sometimes for certain things I need the smaller size. And I evolve and I grow and I change. There are certain brands of traveler's notebooks that I would absolutely love to try, but just because I don't have them yet doesn't mean that I wouldn't love them. Now, I absolutely am and will always be a diehard Janelle Fish. She's still my heart, her art. And she is truly an artist. But I also absolutely love this folio that came from Taroko Design Shop. I absolutely love the Hobonichi cover that Maya gave me for my cousin. I absolutely love this Traveler's Notebook, which is a B6 regular from JT King Leather, from Justine King. I absolutely love my leather quill shop Picos in both the A6 and the A5. I love that leather. And as many of you know, I'm not a big brown fan, but that is the most gorgeous brown. It has a red hue undertone and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But my very first journal cover is the Snoopy cover. And I have washed it many times. This maker no longer has them for sale on Etsy. And I love it. I love it so much so that I have washed it because it does get dirty until I'm probably going to have to get some fabric glue and glue this back. I love this. It has a little pen holder on the back, which I really wished had been on the front. It has a pocket and a pen holder. This is and will always be my favorite. A lot of times my writerly journal or my notebook that I write my novels in end up in this. I also have my writer's Bible. There are all different kinds of things. I have a few cloth traveler's notebooks. I have leather traveler's notebooks. I have a few different folios. I've tried all different kinds of inserts, and to be honest, I'm just not an insert person. I love looking at people's inserts and how they set them up and how they use them, but I'm not a big insert person. I like chunky notebooks. As a matter of fact, I had one of these little clips made, and it says, "I like big books and I cannot lie." And that goes with like my fiction books that I read. I love big books, y'all. I love big books. I also love chunky notebooks. There's two B6 in here and then a calendar in here for my personal stuff. The Hobonichi cousin, I'm finally thinking of going with the Avex so that I can stick a breeze for my Omni journal instead of using two different folios and using this folio for something different. So that I have both of them, the Omni journal and the bullet journal, in one cover. And of course I would use this one because this one actually has the pen loops on it and it has the little bookmarks. But I'll use this for something completely different, and I added a pen loop to my notebook, to my Omni journal. You can do whatever you want to. You can make your journal, you can make your planner, you can make your notebooks however you need or want them to. But do not let perfectionism, do not let the consumerism and the materialistic stuff that's going on in our creative community stop you from journaling or planning, because all you really need to plan is a pen and paper. For me, a pen and paper and calendar. That's all I absolutely have to plan. Now, it works better if I have some kind of notebook instead of just a random piece of paper, because I'm likely to lose the random piece of paper or post-it notes, which post-it note, oh, we have gnats, y'all. Oh, welcome to the South. My point before I go off on another tangent is that I've done videos about judgment and I've done videos about perfectionism. And I am never going to be one of those people who has the perfect background. Not going to happen. I see I need to move that curtain because it's wonky looking again. It's gotten caught on something at the bottom. My desk, I've been cleaning out some of the drawers so they're not shut all the way. I've got a candle burning. I've got my camera over there out of the way, because that one I need to start working on and figuring out why I can't film and it stay in focus, why it will not focus correctly. And I have the new SD card and I reformatted it, so now I can actually film, and I'm going to film the setup of my project planner, and I just need to figure out where I'm going to put it. And I have the Omni Journal and I have the Hobonichi. So I need to either get a really humongous folio that will allow 3 books, or I'm just going to end up with a traveler's notebook and 2 folios. That's a lot, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll work with it until I figure out what will work better. And next year, like I said, in this last in the video that it's uploading now, and like I said in this video, I'm probably going to switch to the Avec Hobonichi for next year and switch to the Breeze for the Omni Journal. I'll just get a couple of them at one time when I order them, so that I can fit I can fit the Avec and the bullet journal. I can fit the Hobonichi and the bullet journal in one folio, which will work really well. I had considered, after the hype went out with the Jibun Techo, but you know, honestly, I don't need another planner. I don't need another planner. I needed to utilize the one that I have, which is the Hobonichi, and some kind of bullet journal system, which is the Omni Journal, create a bullet journal for me. I have the Snoopy, which has the calendar and stuff in it, and then I have an idea notebook and then a personal journaling notebook in here. And that's, I mean, I'm pretty much covered for most things. I don't know, I've been streamlining. I'm actually really excited about One Book July, because I'm thinking that I may end up just using the traveler's notebook and putting them in here and putting my folios to the side for just a month. But for now, I'm working on my planning system as a whole. I am participating in Planner Bootcamp with Enthusiastically Dawn, and I'm ready to get back into some prompt journaling. So as I endeavor to upload videos and get videos done today, sometime today, I will be researching prompts, doodles, and things like that, because I really want to get back into doodling every day. So maybe an art one or doodle one or something. I want to get back to doing prompts every day, doing some other things, getting back to some of the things that bring me joy. And like I said, that's all kinds of different things, because I use 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. I use 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. I used mixed media paper. I used Peter Popper Press, I think that's who they are, journals. I use the Stology journals. I use all different kinds. I mean, I don't know what kind of paper this Snoopy planner has in it, but it's really friendly for my fountain pens and the mile liners and stuff. It came from Japan. I ordered it, I believe, from eBay or from Amazon. I don't remember now. And I love the paper that's in this. So, like I said, there's all different kinds. I use all different kinds of journals and all different kinds of planners. And one of the things that I love about some of the people that I follow is that we all have some preferences. We all have some preference, but you can use whatever you want, because everybody's different, and what we love and what we do, it's all different. Please do not think that you have to have a certain kind of notebook for what you want to do. Please do not. It's your journal. Journal your way. It's your planner. Plan your way. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.